Hello, little butterflies. I'm JC, and I am the Soul Care Coach. I'm the owner of the Soul Care Squad, where healing begins and wholeness blooms through divine holistic care. I'm also a holistic wellness practitioner, and I practice holistic nutrition, holistic wellness coaching, and I'm a clinical herbalist. So, what does that mean, JC? That means that if you have a chronic illness, I can help you get healthy. It also means that I practice preventative care so that if you have something that you want to avoid, I can help you. General wellness is my thing. I work with foods, I work with herbs, of course, I work with labs, and I go down your medical history. A little bit more about me. Um, this week, I got to be a part of a day of wellness, and it was a day of wellness for teachers. You know, teachers, they do a lot in the community, and I know that the organization that put it on, they just wanted to give back. That organization is called the Acres Homes Community Advocacy Group, and they are located in the Acres Homes community. They help bring resources to the community, not just, for voting initiatives, but also like food resources. They have the information for that. They partner with so many different organizations inside and out of the community. So if you got a chance, you can go visit the Acres Homes website. Let me pull it up so I can. It's Acres Homes, CAG.org. Check them out if you want to donate to them based on what they do in the community, because they do a lot. I implore you to do that. But anyways, more about the soul care. So this week I had the pleasure of teaching teachers. I did a mindful journaling segment with them where I also brought in two custom blended teas, because I also make teas. Um, and it was good to see them, drink the tea, relax. But the feedback they gave was awesome, because I have not been very open about what I do, or, you know, my thing, right? But I started getting questions. Where'd you get this tea? Where'd you buy this tea? I was like, oh, I made it. I'm a clinical herbalist, something that I didn't mention before, because I was scared. And I did this whole event scared, right? Because I am not much of okay, let me watch my words. I am becoming a public speaker. So I am getting out there and talking more than I have in the last decade. Um, but yeah, they enjoyed the tea, and they enjoyed the activities that they were doing. Um, the Acres Homes Community Advocacy Group, tongue twister, they presented coloring sheets for them with different affirmations so that these teachers could just soak up these things that they were seeing, these things that they were coloring, as a way of to internalize it. Because sometimes you need a reminder of, who you are, that you are enough, that you're awesome, that you're brave, and all these things. So I commend them for that. That was really cool. Um, but then we did the mindful journaling. And the first question that I asked them was one that I believe a lot of us should probably think about, right? So the question was, what's one boundary you can set to protect your peace? Again, what's one boundary you can set to protect your peace? It's not just a question that I'm telling you guys that I did, but it's something that I think that you should really sit with and think about it, journal it, because there are so many things that's going on in life right now. There is so much chaos, but to achieve peace in that, that is success to me. When Jesus sacrificed his life, he left us with peace. Who are we to not pick that up and receive it, right? Because it helps us to be at peace in the middle of all of the things, and it's a lot that's going on. But anywho, the journaling was awesome because I turned into a coaching session, a group coaching session. I started asking them questions that I was led to ask them because I wanted them not only to achieve their aha moment of, you know, working out a plan to, you know, choose peace, but I also wanted them to hear from each other, bounce off ideas like, what are you doing that makes you feel joy? What are you doing that's making you feel at peace? What are your hobbies? Because somebody else could have heard it and it's like, oh, maybe I should try that, which is what happened, by the way. Um, and I loved it for them. So I asked them, what did you enjoy out of this segment here? And one of them said, well, it's been a while since, we've been able to just sit uninterrupted and just be. And everyone agreed. And like, it's something about those words, how it was said, and the way it just flowed through the room. Like, they, in that moment, had achieved peace. And that's something that is a big deal because once you experience it, you don't want nothing to come in between it. And the thing is, when you get closer to God, as you keep following Him, as you lean more toward Him, it'll become easier and easier and easier to achieve peace. When you're obedient to Him, you will achieve peace. Not to say that life is not going to be a struggle, because, sometimes we struggle. But when you're able to be at peace with your decisions, when you're able to not worry because you trust that it'll work out, even when you're doing what you need to, you know, make life a little bit better for you. But make sure that you're being obedient. Make sure that you're achieving His plan and not your own. Make sure that you are sure that you are walking in your uh, designed plan for your life, for the plan that He has for your life. Because grace, right? Whatever. Um, so yeah, that's a little bit about me. That's a little bit about my week and how I got to be me, with a little help from Rain at the Acres Homes Community Advocacy Group. Not little, it was a lot of help. She also did express who I was and what I do. She talked more about me than I did. So I'm very grateful to her for that. But yeah, check out the Acres Homes Community Advocacy Group, especially if you are in Houston. They do so much for the community. They have different drives, like backpack drives. They have those. They just have little workshops for people to come out and be together, like they for the sense of community. she's good with teaching, so you always learn something new with her. Um, yeah, that's all I got. Bye.